It is written, you shall worship the Lord your God, and him only shall you serve.
Psalms 96:5. For all the gods of the nations are idols. Let's prove it. The easiest way to identify if you are a pagan worshiper is that you worship a father and mother god. If there is both a masculine and feminine god in your belief system, then you are a pagan. This is Rap the News. There is a father god, mother god, and son of god. They all follow this structure. Pagan definition. Paganism is people who practice polytheism, the worship of multiple gods. Babylon, the sun god, is Nimrod. The mother moon goddess is Semiramis. Sun god is Tammuz. In Egypt, the sun god is Ra. The moon goddess is Isis, and the son of god is Horus. In Greece, the sun god is Zeus, the moon god is Artemis, and the son of god is Adonis. In Rome, the sun god is Jupiter, the moon god is Diana, and the son of god is Apollo. In Nordic Vikings, the sun god is Adin, the moon goddess is Joro, and the son of god is Thor. In Hindu, the sun god is Vishnu, the moon goddess is Chandra, and the son of god is Krishna. In Roman Catholicism, Christianity, modern day Christianity, the sun god is God. The moon goddess is the Virgin Mary, and the son of god is Jesus. 1 Maccabees 3:48. And they laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likenesses of their images from the gods of their nations. The sun god is God, and it states right in the Bible, Psalms 84:11, for the Lord God is a sun, thus painting the likenesses of their pagan god image. The moon goddess is the Virgin Mary. Revelations 12:1, and there appeared a great wonder in the heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet. When is the woman going to appear in the heavens with the moon under her feet? The moon goddess. And then we have the son of God, which God has no sons, because there were no sons that Isaac, Jacob, Noah, and any other prophet worship besides the Most High God of Israel. Mark 1:11, and a voice came out of the heavens saying, you are my beloved son. No voice ever came in the Old Testament and said, I have a son. And that son is Jesus Christ. Anything that has to do with gods or sons was added to the Bible from the pagans, the heathens. And lastly, the Lord our God is one. It can't be three in one. It ain't no coexist. Luke 4:8, Jesus answered, it is written, where? In the Torah. Worship the Lord your God and serve him only. This is Rap the News. Get out of the pagan religion, or you will burn in hell for worshiping the devil in that false religion. This is Rap the News. We are a light unto the Gentiles, the entire world. We bring revelation. No revelation was ever given to the Gentiles. We bring salvation. No salvation ever came through the Gentiles. If the Gentiles are not dealing with us, they do not get into the kingdom. They are not blessed. They shall perish and be destroyed. We prove all things by the scriptures. Deuteronomy 14:2. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God, and the Lord hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself, above all the nations that are upon the earth. This is why God said he's coming back to destroy the pride, because their pride had put themselves above God's chosen people. Genesis 22:18. For in thy seed, and that's the seed of Israel, shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. If they're not dealing in thy seed, they are not blessed. They could feel however they want to feel. Though hand in hand, God said he's going to destroy them all. Genesis 12:3. And I will bless the Gentiles that bless the Israelites. And I will curse the Gentiles that curse the Israelites. And in thee shall all the families of the earth be blessed. If they ain't dealing and coming through us, they are not blessed. It is some of them too proud to deal with us. And that's why I said James Sinkey was blessed, because he dealt with us and he went through us. Malachi 3:6. For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore you sons of Jacob are not consumed. So he is not going to send Christ crucified to the Gentiles and say, now go through him. No, if they don't go through us, they don't get in. God don't change. Somebody added that. Isaiah 61:9. And their seed shall be known among the Gentiles, and their offsprings among the people. And all that see them shall acknowledge them, and they that they are the seed which the Lord hath blessed. So one day they're going to all do what? Say that Israel, all of Israel, is blessed. Genesis 27:29. Let the people, who is the Gentiles, serve you, and the nations bow down to you, humble themselves. Be Lord over thy brethren. So Jacob be Lord over Esau, and let thy mother's son bow down to thee. Cursed be every Gentile that curse you, and blessed be every Gentile that blesses thee. They can't get around that. They can say, well, God, I'm going to bypass them. To bypass them, you have to bypass the Most High God, and you ain't going to do that. Zechariah 8:23. This is what the Lord Almighty says. This ain't what the Rap the News says, or any other preacher or teacher. In those days, 10 people from all languages and nations, and these are all Gentile nations, they will take firm and hold of one Hebrew by the hem of his robe and say, let us go with you, because we have heard that God is with you. Unless they come with us, unless they're dealing with us, God don't deal with them. I'll say it again. Because of their pride and their ego and their evil, unless they're dealing with the Hebrew Israelite, God ain't dealing with them. Let's keep it moving. Exodus 12:48. And when a stranger shall sojourn with thee, and will keep the Passover to the Lord, let all his males be circumcised. He have to abide by the law. And then let him come near and keep it. And he shall be as one that is born in the land. He has to come and what? Shall sojourn with thee. He has to come say what? Let us go with you. Not, hey, I'm the king of the Gentiles. I magnify my own office and I'm doing this over here. Y'all all gonna go to hell with that bastard. Isaiah 63. And the Gentiles shall come to your light. So shall I be a Gentile speaking and talking and preaching, and you come to him and say, woo, he know how to preach the word. He is lying and deceiving you. The Gentiles shall do what? Come to your light. The Gentiles shall do what? Come and sojourn with thee. The Gentiles shall do what? Say, let us go with you, because God is with you. You are God's people. Anybody preaching anything different has led you astray. Isaiah 62, number 2. And they can get mad at this all they want to. I didn't go back 3,000 years ago and write anything. They know this ain't coming from me. They know who it's coming from, the Most High God. And nobody overturns or supersedes his commandments. If thou shalt enter into the paradise, keep the commandments. And the Gentiles shall see thy righteousness, and all the kings thy glory. And thou shalt be called by a new name, which the mouth of the Lord shall name, not Negro. Isaiah 42:6. I, the Lord, have called you for a righteous purpose, Israelites, Hebrews, and I will take hold of your hand. I will keep you and appoint you to be a covenant for all the people, which are the Gentiles, and a light to the nations. Who's doing all of this? God is. And so if they ain't dealing with us, they ain't getting in. Isaiah 49:6. And he said, I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation. They don't get salvation unless they come to our light. Like it or not. That you may be my salvation. That you may be my salvation. Come on, repeat it so y'all can understand it. Let it sink into that hard heart. That you may be my salvation, Hebrew. That you may be my salvation unto the end of the earth, and to the end of time, and all around the world. It means both. Acts 13:47. For this is what the Lord has commanded us Gentiles. I have made you a light for the Gentiles, to bring salvation to the end of the earth. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation to the end of the earth. If they ain't dealing in Hebrew or Israelite or the black man, they are going nowhere but to the pit of the hellfire. Good luck with your arrogant ass. John 4:22. You worship ye which you know not. We know what we worship. For salvation is of the Jew, the Hebrew, the Israelite. If you ain't dealing with us, you ain't getting in. This is Raptor News. This is Raptor News. Today, this is what the Spirit said to my spirit. Job 34:33 told me exactly this. Should it be according to thy mind, I will recompense you for it. Meaning that if you are thinking evil, you will get punished for thinking evil. And then the question will be, how much evil do you think every single day that God is going to pay you for? I done said this many times in the past, that on your scales, you're going to see how much evil was in your heart, and evil was in your mind, and evil was in your actions. These are the things that God judge, right? He ain't judging you whether you was good in school, whether you made it in life, and all the material stupidity of this world. No, he ain't judging you on how well endowed you was and how you did a service to the ladies. He ain't judging you on that. That's how the world judge. They judge according to the flesh, right? Should it be according to your mind, what your aim is? I will recompense it. That's how you're going to get your reward or your punishment. What else he says? I am the Lord, and I search your heart. What is he searching our heart for? Our desires, our loves, right? Which you are aimed at inside of your heart, which you love to do, right? And then I give to every man according to his ways. Now that's your actions. So God is trying what? The mind, the heart, and the actions. And this is what's going on the scales. Most people is aimed at screwing the next door neighbor's wife, kid, or this or that. A lot of people is aimed at homosexuality. The whole damn world in turn gay. Right? A lot of people is aimed in coveting somebody else. A lot of people, like we were taught to idol worship. They have to look good. They gotta look sexy. They gotta be this and they gotta be that. You are looking for someone to idol worship. Give them praise for their beauty. Give them praise for being well endowed, huh? Give them praise for how much money is in their pockets, huh? We were taught to worship the devil, and hardly anybody get it. And so this is why God says only a remnant is going to return with me. After I try their hearts, their minds, and their actions, only a remnant is turning to me. Everybody else got to be destroyed, remanufactured, rebuilt, right? And so anybody with common sense will be looking for what? An exit strategy, so that you what? Don't burn with this world. God says that the fire is going to try your works. Everybody is going to be tested with this fire. What is it looking for? A dirty heart, a dirty mind, and some dirty deeds. That's what it's looking for. You have to have an exit strategy to say, let me clean up from the inside out. Let me clean up my heart first. If I have bad desires, if I had a bad aim, if I had some bad lust in my heart, let me clean that up. Let me clean my mind up now, because I'm thinking evil. This is what God said. Live peacefully, if at all possible, live peacefully with all men. Right? And so on and so forth. So, having an exit strategy is saying, okay, I'm not going to think no evil, hear no evil, see no evil, do no evil. I'm staying away from evil. I don't want to covet the next door neighbor's wife, or husband, a dog, or frog. You know, I ain't interested in what God gave him or her. I ain't being gay. I ain't going to be no drug addict. I ain't going to be hanging around with bad company, the people who God told us to shun. I want to hang around with the people God said hang around with and do the things God said do. And when he get here, my exit strategy is to be taken in that small handful. If you don't have an exit strategy, your ass is done. And some of y'all don't even know what exit strategy means. A planned means of extricating oneself from a situation that is likely to become difficult or unpleasant. Everybody who believes is trying to escape the fire. Everybody who believes is trying to escape the deceivers, the wrongdoers, the haters, the racists. We're all trying to escape them, right? And so this is why we go to the wilderness. This is why we are cleansing ourselves. The exit strategy is cleansing yourselves, getting away from the less desirables. Stop thinking evil. Stop the stinking thinking. Clean up your heart. Clean up your actions. Clean up your ways. And clean up your filthy mind. And then you will be worthy to be that remnant that shall return. This is Rap the News.
It is written, you shall worship the Lord your God, and him only shall you serve.